Oh my God.
Yes, Mo the Boss Player coming at you with another Pimp Sessions. I'm going to talk about entitled strippers. First of all, when you go inside of a strip club, these strippers automatically think that you're a trick as soon as you walk through the door. So you got to take it upon yourself not to be, associated with being a trick or a sugar daddy. So if you want to go inside of a strip club, number one, just keep your money to yourself. Don't be in there making it rain. Don't be in there getting no lap dances, because the more money you spend on the stripper, the less and less you're going to get a chance to do anything with her outside of the club. Remember that. Sometimes, guys go in there spending money. Sometimes they get them because they customer or they trick. And sometimes they need some money, the strippers do. So they'll go home with you if you're on some sugar daddy trick stuff, but you're going to have to pay. And these women just going to treat you as a sugar daddy or a trick. They're not going to respect you at the end of the day. So, but sometimes these women, they might meet somebody they like and, end up want to, be with them outside the club and stuff like that. But that's on rare occasions. But for the most part, these strippers think that you're a trick or a sugar daddy as soon as you walk through those doors. So rule number one, don't pay them nothing. No matter how much they rub up on you and tease you like they really like you, keep your money to yourself. Keep your money in your pocket. I have a friend, this old guy, 78 years old. He likes to go to the strip clubs. He threw some money on some chick, and I guess, just to be cool with her or whatever. I think he gave her like $20. That she gonna look at me like, are you gonna contribute to what he gave me? I'm like, no, ma'am. I'm not a trick. I don't spend money on strippers. I already know the game. So, but yeah, these women are very entitled, looking at me like I'm finna hand you some money. But no, these strippers are not your friends. They in there to make money. They only look at you as either you a sugar daddy or a pimp. There's really no in between 99% of the time. Like I said, there's only that 1%, that rare occasion that they might like you for you. You don't have to spend no money on them. That's just, just a rare occasion as a friend, or they look at you as a boyfriend. They don't look at you like they look at everybody else as far as tricking you as trick or sugar daddy or their customer. Because the more money you spend on a stripper, the less and less you're going to get to, do anything with her. 99% of the time. But a lot of these women that work in these strip clubs are entitled, very entitled. They think you're supposed to hand them some money just because. They don't want to work for it. They just want to sit around thinking, somebody's going to hand them some money. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it don't. It's 50-50, but, as a regular man, you got a job. You really should be going to no strip club like that all the time. You should just go just to have some fun, get out the house and go back home. Don't spend a whole bunch of money inside no strip club, because that make you look very weak. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you playing sports, you're a football player, basketball player, rapper. It don't matter. Keep your money to yourself. Keep your money in your pocket. That make you look weak. That make you look like a beta male simp. You in a strip club throwing money, giving away money, getting lap dances. You go get you a regular woman and do whatever you want to, have fun with her. You don't have to go to no strip club and get, somebody just to rub up on you and tease you like they really like you for $20. That's a beta male simp. That's what beta male simps do. Don't be a beta male simp. Don't go in no strip club thinking that you're going to buy you a female and she going to like you for you. She only using you for your money. These women use you for your money. So don't be that fool. Don't be a fool. Go inside no strip club. Please don't. These women do not like you. They just selling you a dream, trying to sell you a fantasy. And, if you want to go in there and just do your thing and be yourself, and that's cool. But if you want to go in there and be on another level, shit, you sell them a fantasy. They sell you one, you sell them one. So, hey, you play the game the same way they play the game. But if you want to go in there, and you still go on the strip club and just, a couple of times out the week, just go in there and chill. You can play games with them if you want to, but keep your money to yourself. Like I said, these women are very entitled. As soon as you walk through the door, they think you're supposed to hand them a couple of dollars or get a lap dance and all that stuff. And once you get a lap dance from them, they ain't gonna talk to you no more. They ain't gonna give you the number or none of that. They're gonna give you a fake number, or they're gonna give you the number and then don't answer you back. All kind of crazy stuff they do. But just keep your money to yourself. Ain't nothing cool about you throwing no money in no strip club. It ain't nothing cool about that. Ain't nothing cool about making it rain. It's 2024. People, out here homeless and stuff going to recession and inflation and all this stuff going on, and you want to go in the strip club and just throw away money like a fool? Come on now. Don't be nobody's customer. Don't just go in no strip club thinking you going to get this female. And no, a lot of these women have problems. A lot of these women are alcoholics, and these women on drugs and smoking weed and cocaine and all kinds of stuff, popping pills, and they doing all kind of drugs, man, cocaine, all that, meth. They doing everything. So don't be in there throwing no money away on no stripper, because 9 times out of 10 she got a pimp, or she giving it away to a drug dealer. It's some drug dealer in the strip club just selling drugs, selling weed, cocaine, whatever. Don't be that. Don't be that dude. Ain't nothing special about you dealing with no stripper, man. You ain't gonna get no brownie points, nothing, but just a headache. If you ain't on no pimping, if you just a regular dude, don't be trying to wife up no stripper. You can't turn a thought into a housewife. You can't. The only way you can do that is if you make this female bring you all her money. That's the only way that'll make her want to stop being a thought. She got to break bread. She got to give you all her money. Because if a female got to give you her money, then all that stuff just go out the window. She want to be be in the church or something after that when it comes to money. But when you don't make a female bring nothing to the table, she going to act a fool. She going to do what she want to do. She going to be as wild as she want to be. But when you tell a woman that you got to bring something to the table besides sex, and you got to bring me your money every night, if I'm going to talk to you, then she going to get her mind right. Because when, women got to give a man some money, they get the act, they get their act right. Now all that wild child stuff go out the window when there's some money involved. But that's the only way you can deal with a stripper. You can't take no stripper out of a strip club and turn her to no housewife. It don't work like that. Not all the time. If you want to deal with a stripper, number one, you got to tell her to bring you all her money every night, if that's what you want to do. But if you ain't trying to mess with no stripper, just go in there and have a good time. You go in there with your friends, or if you got a girlfriend or something, you go in there and, y'all want to throw away $100 one time after month, after the rent paid and all the other bills paid, and you can do that. That's what the strip club's for, just to go in there and have some fun and go home. It ain't meant for you to be going in there every single day. Like you ain't got no life. It ain't meant for that. Just strip club's a strip club, man. Just go in there and just have you some fun, go home. Don't go in there getting drunk, sloppy drunk. Because these waitresses and the bartenders will run up your tab and putting all these extra drinks on your stuff that you didn't even know, that you bought. I see that a lot of times too. These bartenders and these waitresses, they be drinking off people and putting drinks on their tabs and stuff like that. That's what they do. So don't do that. All the people that work inside the strip club, they entitled. They think if somebody's supposed to go in there and just throw away their money and hand them some money. Don't be that person, man. Don't be that person. I'm just giving you some free game. If you want to go inside of a strip club, just keep your money to yourself. If you're a single man, just keep your money to yourself. You can't buy no stripper. Ain't no stripper gonna want to go home with you. If you done gave us some money and gave us some, she ain't got a couple of lap dances and all that. They don't work like that, man. If you want something, like I said earlier, if you want to deal with a stripper, number one, don't pay her nothing. And number two, make her bring all her money home to you. If you want to deal with a stripper. There's only two ways you can deal with them. Ain't no in between. Ain't no being, I'm your friend. I'm going to take you out somewhere. We're going to go to the movies. We're going to do all this stuff. A stripper is not a regular woman. It's not a regular woman you meet off Tinder or OkCupid or any other website. They're not the same. They're not the same. These women are money driven. And the only way they're going to talk to you is if you got some money for them. And you should flip the script on them. It's how the pimps get the strippers, how the pimps get the women on the streets. You flip the game on them. You see, the women on the street, the prostitutes or whatever, the guys, they got to pay them for the services. The prostitutes got to pay the pimp. So you just flip the game on them. And you want to talk to me, you got to bring me some money, baby. I'm not finna talk to you just to be talking to you. And you a stripper, you got to pay. You got to pay. You a stripper. I can't deal with you like I deal with a regular woman. You got to bring me some money. That's how you're going to have to deal with strippers. It's the only way that you can deal with them. You can't deal with them being a friend and being on some sugar daddy stuff. It don't work like that. These women don't respect you at the end of the day. They look at you as a trick. They got their hand out. That's why I try to tell this old dude, 78-year-old dude, man, like, dude, these women are not your friends. He trying to be these women friends. I'm like, dude, these women are not your friends. And sometimes these women be calling him looking for some money. He got to tell them no. I'm like, dude, you the one coming at them on some stuff like that. No wonder they, texting you, asking you for some money, or texting you, asking you when you going to come to the club next. You their customer, you they trick. I don't get them type of text messages and phone calls from them women, man. I don't. I'm not in there throwing away no money. I'm not finna bail them out of no problems. I got my own problems. I got my own rent to pay. I'm not finna pay your rent. I'm not finna pay your electric bill. I got my own stuff to pay. That's why you dealing with these women. You shouldn't really be dealing with these women. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't really be dealing with no strippers, no female that's working inside of a strip club, with a handout. That's not what you need to be doing as a real alpha male. You need to be dealing with no stripper. They got too many problems. Some of these women got kids. Like I said, they alcoholics and drug users. You don't need to be dealing with these type of women. But it's been Mo the Boss Player. That's one of the Pimp sessions.